When Crystal and Scott Burton married 12 years ago, this is the only kind of work they ever really planned on doing together. But one practical idea changed everything.
This started as a hobby. We were cloth diapering our kids, and I wanted to find other ways that we could save money and help the environment. So I started making cloth pads for myself, and from there I had some extra fabric, which I turned into more pads and sold them, and it really took off.
The first month Crystal sold the pads online, she made a few $100, and Scott remembers thinking that was going to be it.
She's going to maximize that. She's going to sell to those people, and then that's going to be it. And I saw nothing beyond that. And then she got to that next point, and I thought, there's no way she's going to sell to all the people that want it, and then that's going to be it. And then it just keeps surprising me over and over and over again. And when you get sales that like double year after year after year.
The demand for tree hugger cloth pads is so great, the business is now big enough to support Crystal and Scott full time. Crystal still does some sewing, but most of the pre-cut fabric gets packed up and sent out the door in bins to work-at-home moms. It's a system that Crystal prefers to a factory setting.
I really like giving people the flexibility to work from their home, which is something I love, the aspect of my job. I work around my kids' schedule. I can still volunteer at school, and they sew when their kids are sleeping or away at school, and it's a great lifestyle, and I want others to have that as well.
Over 20 billion pads are thrown into the landfill every year. Each one of these pads replaces 100 to 200 disposables, so if you do the math, a few stitches have made a huge difference in the last year of business alone.
Last year we sold 10,000 cloth pads. I know that number because we plant a tree for every cloth pad that we sell, and last year we were responsible for planting 10,000 trees.
Reasons to buy cloth pads go beyond economics and the environment. Many customers with skin sensitivities and allergies are also buying them to avoid the irritants found in disposable pads.
So they're ready to sew.
And while Crystal handles most of the customer calls, Scott has no trouble talking shop, even if that might seem weird to other people.
Different styles of fabrics here, prints.
So in our house, when there's pads everywhere, that we talk about pads every day long, that all of our friends talk to us about pads, and people are asking about pads. We go to trade shows and talk about pads. We're on TV talking about pads, and all of a sudden it can be completely normal. And now it's weird and shocking to me when other people find it weird and shocking.
And with a growth of 50 to 100% every year, Scott and Crystal plan to keep talking about pads for many years to come.
I truly see this as a trend. Just like cloth diapers are gaining in popularity again, cloth pads are following along.
Tree Hugger Cloth Pads has been selling online for the past 5 years with a dozen retail stores worldwide. The next step is to expand that retail presence, the first of which locally is Generation Green at the Forks. For Go Winnipeg, I'm Kim Kasher.